What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Rage C podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. So today, guys, I would like to speak to you about Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead Burn was actually a pretty good film. This film was nice. This film was actually pretty scary. I feel like Evil Dead Rise, yes, it was pretty good, but Evil Dead Burn is just on another different level. That movie came out back in 2023, the Evil Dead Rise movie. But when I saw Evil Dead Burn, that caught me by surprise. This film is very bloody, and this film is probably a film that you probably might want to avoid if you don't like watching a lot of blood in your horror movies, to be honest. And because of this film, I actually gave myself a chance and actually saw the original Evil Dead film. You know, the one with Bruce Campbell, the one that came out back in 1981. Yeah, I actually gave that film a shot, and first time, yeah, it could have been a very good film. But I guess for me, somebody that grew up in the 2000s and watch a lot of 2000s horror movies, I'll give this film a pass. Okay, it's definitely, I probably would have been scared if I saw this film when I was young, just going through the channels and just out of nowhere got to see this film. I probably would have been scared. But as me as an adult, I probably would just laugh at it. I think it's just funny sometimes, not scary as much. Evil Dead, first time, like I said, it's a cult classic film, and yeah, it deserves to be a one good, great film. And I did enjoy watching the film, to be honest. Yeah, it was actually good. I haven't seen the second film, but Army of Darkness as well. I haven't seen that one neither. The very first film that introduced me to the Evil Dead franchise was the 2013 one. I was about maybe 16 or 17 years old when that film came out, and yeah, I thought it was a very scary film, to be honest, and all that bloody scenes. Oh man, there's a lot of gore in those films, to be honest, and you get to see that from the original Evil Dead film. That film, for its time, it was gory, and not a lot of people thought that a movie like that could actually exist. Yeah, it was definitely ahead of its time for the makeup effects, and that's what makes Evil Dead so great. For Evil Dead Burn, the storyline, it's just straightforward. There's a family that lost a family member. They go to the funeral, and after the funeral, things just start to get so strange. The person that died was actually killed by a deadite. Now, I'm not really sure if that is the same deadite that came out on Evil Dead Rise, because I kind of don't remember the story of Evil Dead Rise. I'm sure they are all connected to each other, but one deadite killed the guy, and after the funeral, the father, he just started turning into a deadite, and he just started tormenting his own family. Ooh, man. That father, dude, he was creepy as hell. Definitely a one hell of a character for that film. And them just trying to survive against him, and also the main character's friend, I guess. She turned into a deadite as well. And yeah, they were all trying to survive them on this in this house that was just in the middle of the woods. Nobody was going to save them, and yeah, definitely a great film to watch. I'm not really gonna spoil a lot for this film, but it's definitely a good watch if you do enjoy like a lot of bloody films. Like for example, the Dawn of the Dead 2004 film, or another example is the Terrifier 2 film. It's kind of like that, you know. There's a lot of blood in this film and a lot of gore. If that if that like something that you do not like seeing, then don't watch this film. I don't recommend it to watch this film if that's something that you do not like watching in your film. So yeah, just a fair warning for y'all, for the ones that are listening to this podcast. Yeah, Evil Dead Burn is a great film, to be honest, and the franchise, I feel like this is a franchise that didn't need like a proper remake. This is a franchise I feel like it was meant to be created in this day and time, to be honest. Like I said, in the 80s, I feel like they were way ahead of its time, to be honest, and the films that are created for today, Evil Dead is definitely one of those films that should be created in this day and time, man. Yes, there's gonna be another one coming out very soon. It's called Evil Dead Wrath. I think it's gonna come out next year, I heard. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be sitting on the movie theaters watching the next film, because this is a franchise you definitely will enjoy if you are like a proper horror fan. You definitely will enjoy these films. And Evil Dead Burn, I gotta give this film an actual 8.5 out of 10, to be honest. It's definitely a good watch. I definitely did enjoy watching this film, and I probably will see it again if it comes out on HBO Max pretty soon. It said like around August 4, and this film is going to come out in the streaming services. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I definitely am excited to give it another watch, and probably I will give Evil Dead 2 a watch, like the original ones, and also Army of Darkness. Those are the only two films I haven't seen from the franchise. I've actually have seen Ash versus Evil Dead, like the actual TV show, and the TV show is actually pretty great. It just sucks that it got canceled on the Stars Network because of the viewership numbers. That's the only main reason. That's the only main reason why it wasn't being made anymore. Probably they could have gotten at least 3 more seasons, but since a lot of viewers did not see this TV show, that's why they canceled them, and that's why now they're just continuing with the movies, and I feel like that's good. That's good. Just keep it with the movies. You don't need to make it as a TV show again. Just keep doing those movies, to be honest, and I think they'll be fine. And now the next thing I want to speak to you about is about the Walking Dead universe TV shows. It says right here by Discussing Film from Twitter, it says Netflix has renewed its deal to be able to stream all shows in the Walking Dead universe for the next 5 years. The deal now allows for all shows to also stream on AMC Plus starting next year. Have you guys had kept up with the Walking Dead TV shows? To be honest, for me, I've only seen just the Rick and Michonne TV show and the original one, The Walking Dead. That's the only ones that I've seen all the way through. The Walking Dead, Dead City, the one that takes place in New York, I've only seen the very first season, and I haven't kept up with the rest of the seasons that have come out after the first one. And for the Daryl Dixon one, I gave that one a chance, but I just did not really like it. And I've only probably watched the first 4 episodes of season 1 for the Daryl Dixon one. And as for the other one called Fear the Walking Dead, I gave that one a shot as well. I actually stopped watching it around season 3. It was just, it wasn't really that engaging like how the original one was, and I gave up on it, to be honest. Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead is, it just got worse, to be honest. Season 3 was like the last season I saw. I probably didn't even finish it. I probably stopped around episode 11 for that TV show, and yeah, it wasn't as good, to be honest. Not like the original Walking Dead TV show. That one was golden, to be honest. And the Rick and Michonne TV show, yeah, that one was pretty good. And yeah, so they're going to stream it for the next 5 years on Netflix. I saw something that their deal was going to be up very soon, but now news came out that it's gonna go for Netflix at least for another 5 years, and that's good, man. At least they have another home to actually stream these TV shows. And you know, AMC, they're the owners. They're the ones who create this franchise, and they have their rights as well. Netflix, that's good. That's good that they're still streaming this TV show. Now, for I don't know for how long this franchise could last, to be honest, but we'll see, man. We'll see how that universe actually goes. And yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. That's all I really wanted to speak to you about today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you did enjoy this podcast, make sure to follow it on whichever platform you are listening to it. If you are listening to it on Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, make sure to follow it. And also recommend this podcast to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about horror stuff or anything pop culture related. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.